Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Joe Sissy back here with another Assassin's Creed Mirage. And last time we had just assassinated the head of the Order, Al-Bahamat Kabiha, who was the concubine to the late, not so great Khalifa, who, if you remember, way back in the beginning of the game, we broke into the palace, or I guess his residence or he governed from, and we found that artifact, that disc, that when, excuse me, when Basim touched it, he started seeing all these crazy shit, squiggly written lines and, figures, holograms, what have you. And he was getting strangled by the Khalifa. He came in, and the Nihil came and stabbed him. Anyway, found out his concubine was pulling the strings all along, and that she was the head of the Order, and we confronted her. And she told us that the Hidden Ones were hiding something. You imagine that? And that the secret to Basim's, his dreams, his origins, what have you, are hidden underneath Alamut, the Hidden Ones headquarters, where we first trained at the near the beginning of the game. And so now we're going back to the hall and talk to her and see what our next step is. But yeah, you're probably wondering why I look like I just stepped out of Destiny, and that's because I collected all the shards, collected all 10, and was able to get the final piece of gear from the vault, and it looks pretty neat. It's not exactly, doesn't fit with the time period or anything like that, but I thought it looks cool. It has a cool effect, apparently. When you air assassinate, a bolt of lightning strikes down and disorients your enemies, so I thought I'd check that out, see what that's like, but for now, let's head over to Nahal's place. Yeah, so if you'll remember, before we set off to kill Okabahia, Roshan was actually going to take the final kill. She said, okay, great work, Basim, but this one's mine. And Basim's like, well, what? I came all this way, why am I not getting the final kill? And Roshan's like, well, you're not ready. And Basim argued and whatnot and said, this is my purpose, I'm set on my path, and I want to be, I'm a hidden one, I'm committed. And Roshan's like, okay, just go in and go in and kill her, don't ask questions. Well, Kabiha started talking, and then Basim was, she said some things that intrigued Basim, or at least made him at least hesitate and think twice, but then Roshan came out of nowhere and killed her before she could say any more, and reprimanded Basim for talking to her. So, very suspicious behavior, and let's see if we can get to the bottom of it.
Basim, are you well? Basim.
I do not know. You were right, Mihal.
Wow, it's actually got a cool echoey effect from its hollowy sound.
She held the answers.
What did you learn?
That there is more to who I am. A truth Qabiha tried to tell me. A truth my master sought to silence. That truth lies at Alamut.
So we ride for Alamut.
I must face Obi-Wan alone. Alright, are you sure certainly you wish to leave Baghdad? You will need to complete Basim's journey at Alamut before returning to Baghdad. Okay. This seems like an in-game sort of notification, which you see in a lot of games nowadays, and I actually appreciate them a lot. Some people may feel that they sort of they forewarn you or take you out of the flow of things, but I'm sure you'll know when you play in a game and you're getting near the end, sometimes, a lot of endings are usually drawn out and you're not sure how long, and it can take a while to finish, so I just like that there's a little bit of little warning here.
I will go, Nihal. I alone.
You need me.
This is my destiny.
I am safe with you, and you with me.
I may find nothing there but danger and death. This is my fate. I will not turn back from it, but neither will I have you face it.
Where you go, there I will go. Where you rest, there I will rest. I will walk behind you every step of the way. You are never alone. Now get packing. We will not leave Alamut until you have found the answers you seek.
Oh, Basim took off his helmet. So, I'm sure Roshan has already headed back there and has already declared that Basim is persona non grata and that he's probably going to be barred from Alamut. Oh, poor horse companion. Sorry, Nahul, the thing is, I actually don't remember where this place is. Oh, thank God, there it is. I mean, Thicala. Yeah, maybe not drink from that creek. Ugh. Really, man? A kick? That's what it took? Close, but not quite. Seems like the Order got here. Now they did, there were mercenaries that were searching for the Hidden One's headquarters at near the beginning of the game when Basim was training with them, and presumably they were associated with the Order, but I don't remember that creepy thing wearing a turban last time.
Noor? Not the welcome you were expecting, eh? Well, at least you had the fortune to be elsewhere when the Tahirids came for us.
What happened?
I fear Alamut has fallen. I was tasked with finding help. I went into the desert to find other patrols. Then I found you.
Were there others with me?
No, only you.
Then Nihal lives.
Yeah,
And
but
Roshan?
where the hell did she go?
I had hoped she would be with you.
Come, brother. We must head out. Find any survivors and cleanse Alamut of its infestation.
I fear I cannot.
How bad? I will make every last one of them pay.
What? No, I'm okay. You just need to get medicine.
Brother.
I will avenge you, brother.
You sit bleeding to death and still cling to this foolish dogma. And for what? Our creed could not protect Alamut. And neither could I.
Nor I. But our beliefs are why you still draw breath. And are why you must save any of us who may yet live.
On that we can agree. You have my word.
Waffaqak Allah, Basim. There is nothing left to say, brother. Go. Save who you can.
I don't know what it is with the audio balance there, but the music has been really loud. Has not been that way
Steady.
for
Steady,
most of this
All is well.
most of this game.
All is well. Your master left you in my care.
It's actually my first time on horseback in this game.
Our temple. Whatever lies beneath, I must see it for myself. No matter the cost.
Do I still have my cool... Oh no, he's got... Okay, I cannot change out of this, apparently. He has to have this desert traveler costume on.
All this blood and death. Is this what Kabiha meant by preparing the way? Nihal, please be safe. Wherever you are.
Okay. Well, this place has seen better days.
Some of my clan still live. Mentor Rayhan among them.
Oh. Oh, that didn't track anybody. Really, that's it? Not many of that guys at all. Oh, they must have been shaking off the disorienting effect. See, I wonder if you... I wonder if I can sneak up on him. Yeah, I wonder if they're still disoriented. If you can go up and assassinate them. All quiet like. Honestly, I'm kind of with that guy. This seems like it was a pretty defensible place here. You're right in the middle of this mountain, like, nestled in this mountain valley here. Actually, it's more of a ravine, but a little bit of a valley in there. Okay. Guess I'm going the long way. Oh, that's one of the flamethrower guys. I'm glad he was so interested in our grain stock, apparently. Oops. Okay.
I need to quicken my pace. They do not deserve to.
Okay. Oh, that's... Ugh, okay. No, you won't. Okay. Glad I could get that guy down. That wouldn't have been a big deal. Yeah, I thought I got those last two. Oh well.
Basim, what? Alhamdulillah. Basim, how? I thought you were in Baghdad. Where are the others? Roshan?
I came alone, for the same reason these men did. I know the truth, Mentor, about the temple and what it shelters. Our enemies told me as much. They urged me to seek it, because only I could.
You? Thus the Order used the Tahirids to decimate Alamut, because you are their key.
To what? What are you protecting that is worth all this bloodshed?
Ancient ground. For generations, it has been our duty to watch over it. Defend it from the Order, who seek to exploit its secrets. The temple houses its entrance, but Basim, even though it is forbidden, I have searched. There is no means to access it.
Then I will find a way myself.
You must not. It is what the Order wants, don't you see? If what we protect should fall into the wrong hands...
It will fall into mine. Look around you, at what the Order is prepared to unleash upon us. If I can gain the knowledge they seek, it can be what finally gives us an edge in this endless war. This is the way forward. For the Hidden Ones.
Well, seeing as the orders, or the war between the Assassins and the Templars goes on for another 1,200 years, I would say that knowledge didn't really help things. They're trying... See, it seems like the game is intimating that the Order knew about Basim touching the artifact, and somehow that gave him, I don't know, some sort of special knowledge, or you know, kind of some sort of mark that allows him to access this, you know, forbidden knowledge or whatnot. But and you know, would kind of make sense, but it also figures that they're tied to these dreams that he's having, and he had those at the very, very beginning of the game before he even went on that mission and touched that artifact, so...
Let us finish this. Nothing and no one shall get in my way. Not now, not when I am this close.
Okay, well, it makes sense it was this part where the altar was. Okay.
It will take more than you to stop me.
I guess I gotta deal with the errant guard or two.
Them ahead. Suffice to say, path.
Ooh.
How? Get him! Come, I shall reap what you have sown.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to go through this all stealthily like, but he's just announcing himself. Although they don't seem to be none the wiser, so... Oh, now they spotted me. See if I can hit his back. Nice. It's the first time I've tried kicking after parrying. I thought that might... It says it's supposed to knock him down, but he just kind of staggered a little bit. I don't know, maybe he, because he keeps knocking into other things. Try this one. That did give me a kill prompt, so...
Now to see if I can achieve what these intruders could not. What magic is this? Wait, I know this symbol.
A throwing knife. That must mean skill Rex.
Warned you what would happen. Last chance.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Very well.
Although I guess technically we're the betrayer,
So it
but
has come to this. Killing each other. Is this your idea of a brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is unified. There is no place for those who would set themselves above it.
Is that what you think I am
she
doing?
totally missed me.
Wake up, Bassam. You walk the Order's path. The very people you swore to fight against. You're fulfilling their mission. Endangering the very thing you swore to defend. Free will.
And where is mine? How can I champion something denied to me? Your creed is flawed.
Okay, I'm not sure. Alright, ooh, alright. Okay, I see.
Last chance.
Really? Yeah, I think this is going to be a little more traditional.
I trusted you.
See, I don't think
gave you everything I had, and you lied to me. You knew. Since the night we fled unharmed, you knew my truth.
I only...
Oh, sorry, you gotta talk faster. Super slow-mo kill! Right to the heart. Hey, she's still breathing. What kind of assassin are you?
Yield.
Basim. Leave her. Come.
I never wanted this. But I need to know.
I do not want to lose you to what you may find in there. You do not have to look to the past to know who you are. Who you can be. You can choose, Bassam. Put your faith in me.
You know, the one that's been lying to you this whole time?
And in the end, you thought it best to control me. No different than our enemies.
Basim. Over here.
Why does she sound so eager? Like she's totally unconcerned with everything else.
I know what this is.
The key.
Gotta pay the blood price. Okay, if it requires Basim's blood to open this door, then how does Roshan know what's inside, or like knows what's inside is something that's bad? I guess it's like she said, they've been tasked with
She will
protecting this
follow.
place.
No, she cannot. You saw it yourself.
Well, the styling of the architecture is a lot like that chamber below the lake where I got all the special armor.
All of those objects. I wonder what truths lie within. What stories they serve to tell. Whatever lies within carries grave importance. For the hidden ones. For the Order of the Ancients. For me, What have we walked into? Where has my path brought us?
You do not want to know why anyone was brought to this place.
Well, it might help you learn its purpose, if you knew that information.
Are my eyes deceiving me? Are you seeing this? Nihal?
I am here.
Wherever we are, it was built long ago. To serve what purpose, I do not know.
I do.
How?
I do not know.
Nihal, you are worrying me.
I got a crazy idea. Because I'm trying to think of any time in this game that somebody else interacts with Nihal, and I'm coming up with a blank. It's just she interacts with Basim. So is it one of those things like she's like some projection or ghost or disguised ancient god or something that's been guiding Basim this whole way? Also, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe back the other way. Oh yeah, I bet it's these pillars with the glowing lines. Yep. All right.
Nihal, look in here.
Focus on the thing that's right in front of you. Gold. Mounds of gold. What?
I know this place.
What is this? Some like ancient animus?
Nihal?
Yeah, she's not there. She's not like she's not a real person or anything.
It cannot be.
Okay, she was real, but yeah, okay, so yeah, it was some like psychic projection.
I am a part of the reality too. I will walk behind every step of the way.
Oh, okay, so he was the one that killed Khalifa all the time.
Enough! Let me out of here!
How? What? What are you?
Look! See for yourself!
The hologram people are fighting.
Show yourself! You dare to hide from me now? After all you have put me through? Where are you?
So I'm guessing this represents some sort of afterlife.
Jinni in my dreams. The figure from these visions. They are one and the same. Is this what I have been seeing? The memories of a life long ago? Are they mine? Is that why the Jinni feels so real? My tormentor. The source of all that ails me. If this is so, then I must face you. No. Why am I seeing this?
Okay, where now? Oh, apparently over there. This is as fast as I can move.
This space. As I move through it, I see nothing but the memories that stir my soul. In these moments of adversity is when I felt the Jinni nearest. That unrelenting fear, paralyzing me in my weakest state. I never understood what it was born of, or why it haunted me so. But I am beginning to remember. I am in a cold cell, begging for it all to stop.
Okay, so is he
Who I
some...
once was may seek retribution. But if I am to move beyond this pain, then what I want is peace.
Actually, I don't know what's going on here.
It is time to put an end to this.
Maybe I'd have a better idea if I had actually beaten Valhalla. Because I know at the end of Valhalla, Basim's the bad guy, and he's basically being influenced by Loki, and fights Ivor, and Ivor's got to kill him.
My cell. I am nearly there. No going back. The Jinni. I can hear it.
Am I supposed to step out over the edge, or... Okay, not that way. Where do I go and what do I do? Oh, I'm supposed to take a leap of faith. Okay.
I know you now. I see you for what you are.
Don't tell me the Jinni is him.
A crippling memory from a past life. And that is where you will remain.
It was that easy, huh?
It is over.
No, Basim. It is only the beginning.
Oh, how'd I know she would say
For
that?
us. For what lies ahead. A deeper understanding of the world we left behind. And our place in it.
All my life, I wrestled with who I was. Who I was meant to be.
Changed outfits
Here
again.
you were. All this time. The side of me I resisted.
reflection of who we once were.
Of who we shall be once more. There is so much that awaits us. A new world. Let me show you.
I will never see you again, will I? Will I be alone?
You are never alone.
Yes, for the rest of your days. I don't know what any of this shit is supposed to represent. I mean, was she someone in his past life that he knew? Is she just, like, another part of his personality, and he just... did he always... I mean, is he a transgender in secret? What the fuck is going on?
Has it been?
But apparently he's regained his memories. Well, I hope they're not pissed that he killed the master. Although technically she was still alive when we went into the temple. Nothing I love more in my Assassin's game than dubstep. Yeah, they seem pretty cool with everything that's happened. No, there she is.
Done. You made your choice. Now I make mine.
Oh, she is leaving the order.
Wada'an Roshan bint al-Ahad. It was an honor. Come, Basim. We have much to discuss.
That we do, Mentor.
Oh, okay. That was a turn. I guess the bird realizes that it's not really Basim in there anymore.
This memory I buried of this place, this prison, the torture I suffered here, it festered for years. In darkness and dreams, masked as a jinni, to haunt me and hollow me, until it consumed my waking life. But I have faced my past, my pain, embraced it. I shed my skin once, in another time, another place. But I am whole again. I remember.
Remember
And
what?
as for those who thought to bind me, should any of them still walk the earth, I so look forward to our reunion. But until that day, a new world awaits.
Okay, I have no idea who he was supposed to really be. Who he sorry, I gotta turn down the volume of my headset here. It's freaking loud, but alright, that's better. So I have no idea who he was, if he's a reincarnation of someone else in some ancient civilization that was imprisoned under Alamut. Why they were in prison, who knows? Who imprisoned them? Even he didn't know. Maybe that's explained in Valhalla. Like I said, I didn't finish it. I'm gonna have to wait for my buddy to finish this game. He has started it, and he's... I think he'll finish it. If not, I'll just tell him the ending to this game, or he can watch this video and have him explain it to me. So yeah, definitely a lot of questions there about Basim's true identity and where he originally came from, what he is truthfully, in truth. Like I said, who imprisoned him, all that is. See, I kind of earlier in this Let's Play, I talked about how I really do not like. I don't like the current day stuff in Assassin's Creed anymore. I kind of enjoyed it in the early days when it was just 1, 2, 3, and then, of course, Brotherhood and Revelations. Although Brotherhood that had that really stupid twist in there when you kill Elena, or what's her name, and it was because she was a secret spy, and then we learned she was a secret Templar spy, and then we learned later, oh no, she wasn't. She was a triple agent or some bullshit like that. So Desmond just killed her for no apparent reason, or the guy controlling him. But anyway, back then it was just these ancient gods that enslaved humanity, and maybe that's the same. Maybe those are the same gods that enslaved Basim or whatnot. And in the original games, these ancient gods enslaved humans, and then a man and a woman, who was supposed to be Adam and Eve in this universe, stole some secret, ancient artifact, the apple, and tried to make their escape, and there's some mechanized spider chased them or whatnot. I can't remember all the details, all the backstory. Like it's just because the current day stuff and the ancient civilization and gods things, they're all kind of mixed together. And I'm at to the point with this series where I just want to play in that time period. I want a self-contained story with their own characters and motivations and arcs and all that, and have it make sense within have the context of the story and the characters make sense in that time period. That's really all I want. And to be fair, most of this game, there's really no evidence of current day stuff. There's no Lena, who's the current, supposed to be the current Desmond, the link between our time and the ancient past, all these memories of all these old dudes and old ladies. But so it the only really big clues or whatever, not even clues, but the only little hints of current day stuff were those little, I don't know what you call glitches, those little balls of glitches that were basically just codex entries that you could collect and garbage like that. And then at the very end here with the ancient civilization, and it suggests that the different gods or whatnot, or I don't know if they're the same, because as the series has progressed, it's not just the ancient gods that were in the original trilogy and the Ezio series. There's all these other ones. There's these the Egyptian ones. There's freaking the Norse gods in Valhalla. Those are a thing. I'm pretty sure Odyssey, the Greek gods are all real. Now, I don't know if they're all supposed to be the same. Again, like I said, I don't keep track of too much of the lore of Assassin's Creed, because I think it's just it's gone on for so long and it's gotten a little out of hand. But anywho, that's just my hung up about that deal. As far as this game goes, I thought it was alright. I thought Bassam was a decent character for the most part. He was pretty charismatic. Definitely not one of my favorites among the protagonists, but definitely not my least favorite. I understand his need to want to learn about his past and the origins of what these memories and the shadowy figure, the Jinn, were in his memories. So I can respect that he wants to learn the truth, and that learning that the hidden ones are hiding things themselves, which it's always seems to be a theme. It's like the hidden ones or the slash assassins are mostly the good guys against the Order of the Ancients slash Templars, but hey, they have their own warts as well. They have their own secrets. And yeah, I guess, you know, just you can probably tell by my spiel earlier, I didn't really, you know, like how that kind of, you know, ended with him, you know, him learning the truth and figuring out Nahal's not a real person. But I can't believe that took me so long to figure, because she's like, I mean, she was such an innocuous character, and that was the first time, I think, in the game where you saw like a third person in the same presence. I think at the very beginning, you and Bassam goes to Dervish, but he doesn't acknowledge her existence, and nobody else does, because she's never really around anybody else. And Roshan didn't acknowledge her existence at the end there as well. So yeah, that was just kind of like, you know, we've seen that twist a lot of times. And I guess she was just like part of his memory guiding him or something like this. Again, don't even know who she is or what she represents. Is she another prisoner of this ancient civilization? Is he caught up somewhere? I'm guessing, like, the very last scene when Bassam is moving, he's gesturing, and she's mirroring his movements, suggests that she's a part of him, but what part? I mean, who knows? So, but as far as everything else, I thought gameplay was, you know, it was average. I don't know if that's not the best way to describe it or anything like that. I can see what they were going for. They wanted more of a bare bones approach, not as combat heavy or focused as the previous titles have been. And it kind of felt like this weird amalgamation of sort of the early game mechanics and sort of a dumbed down version of the mechanics from Valhalla and Odyssey and whatnot. And like the early games, there was very little equipment, you know, there wasn't much customization. I liked Baghdad the city. I thought it was appropriately dense with people, and their behavior seemed to, you know, it was pretty, you know, it was pretty well done. Like like their programming AI, they looked like they were, you know, most of the time going out doing their business. Majority of them seem to be just like walking from one place to the other all the time, but you know, that's how cities are like. So, and there's a lot of kind of hiccups with, you know, on the technical side, with some graphic glitches and models clipping in and out of either other models or the environment or what have you. A few texture pop-ins, not too many, not too bad, but it was, and the music was, yeah, it was pretty appropriate with the setting. It kind of fit. It did its job. Got no complaints there. They usually, Assassin's Creed game, whatever my other hang-ups, their score, their music is usually really well done. So you always know, at least you got that going in whatever title. Graphics wise, it looked good. It wasn't as, I don't think it wasn't as good looking as Valhalla, even though it wasn't as big, but this is a different team. This is not, I'm trying to think. I think Ubisoft Montreal is I think it's their A team, the one that handles all the biggest titles. I think this might be Ubisoft France. I'm sure it's said somewhere in the credits, and I just haven't been paying attention. But it's a smaller budget, and you can kind of tell in some parts. It's like it's the map is not nearly as big as what we've seen in the more recent titles. And I thought it was a decent first step in Ubisoft going more into kind of a smaller scale story and literal map scale, and just kind of like trying to go back to what, in their words, go back to their roots, which, like I said, I don't think it did completely. I don't think it should go completely, because even though I really liked Assassin's Creed 1 back in the day, it was a flawed game. It was a good game, but it was a flawed game. I think AC2 was much better, much bigger step. But even that game had some, it had some features that it had some aspects I didn't like. Like in that game, that was the first game in the series that introduced the bounties, or the notoriety, excuse me. And they'd have the posters up on all around Venice, like in this game, like all over Baghdad. You go tear them down, and it's an annoyance. It really is. I wish they would take it out, or I wish it wouldn't have been in this game. I don't even think it was in the previous games. It might have been. I seem to recall that there was something like it in Odyssey, at least. But anyway, but like I said, I thought it was okay. But I thought this was a very safe game. I think whether they planned it this way or not, I don't know if Basim, they were ever thinking of exploring his origins. But since they were going about saying, okay, we want to go back to our roots of Assassin's Creed. Translation, we want to make a game more like Assassin's Creed 1. And that took place in Jerusalem, in the Middle East, in the desert, and this place takes place, way back. I think it was like the 13th century or something like that, maybe the 12th century, I can't remember when the first one took place. But this is in Baghdad, Middle East, 9th century, just a very, very similar setting, kind of similar, like the deserty landscape. And it, like I said, it was a little, they took their mantra of back to their roots a little too seriously, and because it feels like they want people to go in on the nostalgia of, oh look, it's a game. They want to like recreate that Assassin's Creed 1 feel, and they went a little too much by the letter by putting it in a very similar time periods, very similar place in the world, very close. I know they are two different areas and two games span between centuries, but in two different cultures and whatnot. But it's honestly, for all intents and purposes, for the game, for sake of the game, it's very similar. So I thought the combat was easy. It was very much like 1 and 2, where it was just wait for the enemies to attack, parry. The hitboxes were wonky as shit in this game. The timing window for the parry was off. It was not good. The tools were useful. In fact, they kind of made the game easy once I upgraded them and incorporated them more into my playstyle and whatnot. But yeah, trying to think of anything else. As far as just like sheer, like this, like entertain, or I guess the story as a whole. Talked a little bit about Basim trying to rediscover his past, and that's one of the objectives. It's kind of more of a side objective, until we took care of the order. But it was very by the numbers Assassin's Creed. It was just we want to take down the head of the order, but first we got to take down their cronies, and then first take down their cronies, gather more information, do some different tailing missions, spying missions, whatever, what have you, to try to figure out how to, you know, who the Order of the Ancient members are, and take them out. Honestly, and that I kind of reminded myself, and I may have mentioned this sometime during the Let's Play, but one thing that was really kind of disappointing in this game, and what I was hoping when they said they were taking they were putting more emphasis on stealth for this game and the assassinations and not just the combat and whatnot, I was kind of hoping, and maybe this is just me being unreasonable, but I was kind of hoping that they would take some cues from the Hitman series, which is an excellent assassin. It's probably one of my favorite assassin series because of the sheer amount of options to eliminate your target and achieve your objective in that game, and all the creative ways you can go about doing it. This game, it's not so much. It's pretty much scripted, like how you take out your targets. So, and it's really done. I know why it's done that way. It's for cinematic purposes, nothing else. But again, it would have been. I would have liked a little more variety in that aspect. So, I thought the characters were okay for the most part. I think they were pretty forgettable. Nahal being literal in that sense, almost. You know, Roshan was the stoic, really vague, distant master, obviously keeping things close to the chest, and I would have liked to see, you know, one final interaction between her and Basim, but he just, you know, kind of smirked at her while she walked away. So, and the rest, like I said, they fulfilled their parts. They were, I don't know, I wasn't really too interested. I didn't hate any of them, but none of them really stuck out to me. So, like I said, this was an okay game. It's definitely not going to be my game of the year. There's so many better contenders for that this year that I've played, and it's, I don't, as far as where to rank it in Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure. I think Unity is definitely the worst I've played, even though I didn't play a lot of that, and never went back to it. And I've never played Rogue, or some of the other ones, like the side-scroller one in China, I can't remember the name of, but I don't know, I guess I would say this one's just kind of either middle or bottom half of the series that I've played, so it's definitely one I probably will not be, it is most likely one I will not be going back to play, but hey, I enjoyed it nonetheless. Sorry I rambled on here, just trying to give just kind of my thoughts and review in this game. I don't know. I do a podcast with my buddy Loki Jarson, The Internet's Worst, and we just recorded a show yesterday. We're not all that frequent, you know, once a month if best, but we're trying to get better about recording shows. We may talk about this one, and I may have time to digest it further and sort of organize my thoughts and give a little more succinct review at that time. But in the meantime, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. This is just something I've started this year, just recording these games, just trying to have, you know, just having fun, seeing if I can, you know, put them out there. If other people want to follow along or, you know, want to learn, you know, if they're interested in the game, but they don't want to, maybe don't want to shell out the money for it, and they find this, you know, I hope they can have fun. Yeah, have fun following along with this game. But I think that is it for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and that's it for me. And this has been Joe Stizzy, and I think oh my goodness, there's something. Oh no, this is just going back. I was gonna say I'm running out of time here, so I gotta wrap this up, but I think I'm going to be putting out some Marvel Spider-Man 2 videos soon, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, this has been Joe Stizzy again, and y'all take care.